When we wish to distribute similar objects in a certain way, we can do it quickly if we use one of the AutoCAD's array tools. There are three types of arrays in AutoCAD: the rectangular array, the polar array, and the path array. All three arrays distribute object copies into any combination of rows, columns, and levels. In this lesson, we will learn how to create rectangular arrays. For this purpose, a drawing has been created in advance. As you can see, there is a stage and a single chair in the drawing. Let's say I wish to distribute 50 chairs like the one that has been placed. For this reason, I am going to use the rectangular array command. The rectangular array can be found either in the Modify menu or in the Modify panel of the Home ribbon. Once the tool is active, I have to select the objects I want to distribute, so I will select the chair and press Enter. As soon as I pressed Enter, a preview of the rectangular array with 4 columns and 3 rows of chairs appeared. Furthermore, the Array Creation ribbon has appeared, containing all the necessary settings of the array. In the Columns panel, I can specify the number of chairs in each row, and either the distance between them or the total distance the entire row will cover. I will change the value in the Columns field to 10 and the value in the Between field to 1. Notice that the value in the Total field updated automatically. In this way, each row will have 10 chairs and the distance between the chairs will be 1. Next, I will move on to the Rows panel and I will increase the number of rows to 5. I will also set the total distance to 5, and notice that this time the value in the Between field updated automatically. So now there are 5 rows and the total distance from the first to the last row is 5. In the Levels field of the Levels panel, I am not going to change the value because I do not wish to create more levels. The levels appear in the XZ and YZ planes. Since I am working exclusively in the XY plane, I won't create many levels. So one level works just fine. Since there's only one level, the values in the distance fields don't matter. Lastly, there's a Properties panel with 2 buttons. With the associative feature active, all the chairs that are included in the array will be treated as one object. In addition, every time I will select the array, this contextual ribbon will appear. On the contrary, with the associative feature inactive, after I close the array, every chair will be an independent object and I won't be able to change the array's settings in the future. In this example, I will activate the associative option. The Base Point button redefines the base point of the array. By clicking on it, I can move the base point from the first chair of the first row to the middle of the stage. Now that I have finished editing the array, I will click on the Close Array button to create it. Notice that all 50 chairs are parts of the same object. As I mentioned before, when I select the array ribbon reappears. It's convenient that I can edit the rows, the columns, the levels, and even the base point whenever I need to. However, the associative button no longer appears. If, for some reason, I need to separate those objects after I have created the array, all I have to do is select the array, return to Home ribbon, and click on the Explode tool. As you can see, at the moment I can select and edit each chair individually, but I cannot edit them as an array anymore.